Alright guys, welcome back. So continuing where we left off, we are going to pick up some common skill. So this is a very good reflection tier to have. You cannot break your stance while you're trying to use a reflex, so if you miss, you won't get knocked out of it. Alright, let's continue on.
You find. Now you are strong enough. Tell me, what do you desire? You require more soul stones to unlock more effects.
Alright, so continuing on with Devoured Village. This is a pretty long mission. Basically when we get to the halfway point, I'm going to check, see how long we've been going. If it's an hour, then I'm going to turn this into a 2-part mission. There's only like 2 or 3 missions that are like that. Looks like our buddy Khazan's picking him up a new waifu.
Ravica, this is it. We sense the touch of chaos, but there's something else. Elamein!
General!
Yep. So in true Souls fashion, nothing can have a happy ending. Or does it? You guys will have to stick around to find out. Alright, now that we've maxed out damage increase, I will work on damage multiplier increase. If you find mostly all the memories, I know you can max out too. Now I haven't found all the memories in my Spirit playthrough, and I had 2 of them maxed out and a couple tiers into stamina damage increase. So first we will go this way.
What the hell's a ball of light devouring everyone?
Watch out for these guys. They run, and they explode, and do a bunch of plague damage. Also, did I pick it up? No. Okay. Run along, come up here, drop down here, and drop here. Now, position yourself to where you will land on the beam. And that will get you the Deep Shadow Scroll. And an illusionary wall. Yep, see, they explode, do a bunch of plague damage. Not a fun time. So speaking of that, we are going to put our plague cleaning potions on and our plague resistance potion. So now, just run on back and we will continue on this way. Another one of those guys. So, as you can see, Flash Cutter literally took out just about everybody in that hallway. So, a very good skill. Grab your cleansing. The enemy that causes the status effect that you have to use that for will be coming up a little bit later. And they are kind of a pain in the ass. But basically, when you get hit with that status effect, you will not be able to heal.
The stench of chaos emanating from underground. Let us follow it.
And one quick note. If you've talked to the Jarling NPC and you, after he got back to the crevice and you went to purchase, he will sell the Treasure Hunter's Lantern and the Pathfinder's Lantern. The Treasure Hunter's Lantern just guides you to treasure chests, and the Path Hunter's Lantern will illuminate hidden walls. It'll also, if you're standing next to a blade nexus, it'll kind of show you where to proceed if you get lost. don't believe there's anything out this way. No. So you can see over there, that's where we're headed. But in order to get there, we have to go through here. And surprise, there is a bat up here. Don't fall. Do is try to burst this guy down, because it is very easy to fall off here. Right over here. Drop down. Drop down. And drop down. And if you do fall, try to fall onto this platform. With enough health, you can survive a fall all the way down to here. And welcome to the maze of the level. Alright, now you see all these little tadpole looking things? Yeah, they're a pain in the ass. And you will find out why in just a second. Because Big Mama there. So, if she eats her babies, she will turn invisible. And you will not be able to do damage to her. Also, these things will latch onto you like parasites. And that's a grab attack. Now as you can see, she does hallucination damage. Hallucination is basically like Malfesto from Monster Hunter. It reverses all your controls. And that is no fun. Now if you eliminate all the babies, she won't be able to obviously eat them to go invisible like that. Okay, that's progression. So real quick up here. Grab that item. Before you go that way, come this way. Kill the spiders. And this will unlock your shortcut. See a soul stone right there? I know you probably couldn't see those numbers, but that flash cutter hit him for 8,200 damage. don't believe there was anything this way. No. I forget about that spider every time. So, for this area, I would put on some poison cleanse. That way you don't chew through your heals like I'm doing. Item out here. Do not fall down there. There is no way to get back up here unless you teleport back to the Blade Nexus. If you do fall down there, I would come back and come this way. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on a very important item, which is right there. Now, real quick, there are 2 of these in this room. Take out the one, and there is the other. Pretty easy to take out, and pick yourself up another world energy. So that is an additional heal. Now we can go drop down the big hole. I know we're gonna miss a soul stone. I have never been able to get in that room with soul stone, so it has to be a hidden wall. Because when you climb up here, you're gonna see, oh, there's a soul stone. So yeah, I'm just not real sure how to get in here. Maybe it's forward. I don't know. We'll find out here in a little bit. Alright, so I would consider this the halfway point. So let's see how we're doing on time. Oh yeah, we got time. Alright, so we're going to continue on. We're only at 18 minutes, so we got time. Real quick, elite enemy. So these guys, they do heft. So if you're struggling with that, make sure to put on some earth cleansing pots. And that will give you the Guardian Scroll. And this will open up all the cages. We get a chest. That'll give you the Great Sword of the Sun, Shredders, wrist guards, and a necklace. How convenient for all them guys to just bunch up and let me slaughter them. Go in here first. There'll be some undead dudes in here and a couple items. Oh, I'm sorry. I said undead, but it's dragonkin enemies. So very flashy, just not a whole lot of damage. Honestly, that's probably the best thing with Phantom form is if you get backed into a corner by multiple enemies like I just did, just pop that and go to town. Go ahead, one-shot him. Necklace of the Blood Moon is part of the strategic set, so if you have this plus the ring, you will have a 30% chance to take 50% less damage. And then of course the the necklace is sealed lightning, so 150 lightning resistance. I might as well take it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the critical stamina recovery rate, but max stamina and attack multiplier increase and attack damage, might as well just take it. Alright. Continuing on. Grab the soul tier.
Please let me go. How can you do this?
And defeat that guy. I don't think we can go through here yet. Nope. Alright, now here's your Jarling. Continue forward. I feel like we're missing a whole bunch of soul stones, but I could be wrong. Open up this shortcut. If you need to rest, go ahead. I don't need to. Continue up the stairs.
Elamein.
Elamein!
So there we find Elamein. She is captured and hooked up to a device, and wonder what it's doing. So upstairs. So if you couldn't tell what was happening there, with Howling Blade, if you time it right, it will automatically brink dodge for you. So you can just continue on with the combo. Come back here, interact with the book, and boom, Soulstone. So follow the pipes, activate this. And that will shut the power off to the elevator. Or shut the shield off to the elevator. And we just go back down. And hit up the elevator.
That stench again. There's something below.
And a massive chaos core.
Stop it, mortal.
Alright, now, real quick, go back. Carefully drop down and grab this. I don't believe there's anything back here. No. Open health. I would suggest killing all the ones that throw shit at you. Otherwise, they're just gonna continue to throw shit at you and mess up your brink guards and all that. Big pain in the ass. Not worth dealing with. this guy. Okay, now in this room, in this container directly in front of us is that enemy that I was talking about earlier. Big pain in the ass. And that stuff that he just spit out is what will give you the status effect. That will not allow you to heal. I think once it builds up to a certain threshold, you won't be able to heal. I think if you try to heal with it where I was at just now, I think it'll hurt you. Now that deal we just pushed, it shut all these rotating lasers off in here. And these rotating lasers, they do hurt. Make sure you smash some of these because there will be a soul stone hiding in one later. So yeah, watch out for the rotating laser. Not fun. Run on in here. And here is an elevator. Now as we're going up, you're going to see right there, we will be going in there in just a second. First, open up this shortcut. Now this is the one that is right at the beginning. Kind of a pointless shortcut when you already have that other one, but a shortcut nonetheless. Alright, so run back in here. Come on, man. So as you can see right there, as I was charging, Flash Cutter, he attacked and I instantly brink guard it. So go through the hole, line yourself up, fall directly down on the pipe. Let's see. We will go in that way. Well, we better do that first. So through here. Over here. Is a soul stone and a lever. That lever will shut off all the lasers downstairs. Come back up here. Get back on the pipe. Run this way. And get yourself a ghost hilt. That will allow you to awaken another spirit. That's what I get for not locking on. Hit this, and shut that laser off in that room. Right here is where we would have came out if we wouldn't have taken the elevator up. So we're gonna drop down out here. So these are chaos jars. And here is a, I don't know what they're called, but basically if we can defeat it without healing, it will complete the kind of extra training for it.
Increase the chaos mode. We have other subjects if this one dies.
So they do a lot of fire damage. So yeah, the failed creation, and when they die, they basically dissolve into a puddle of plague. So try to remember that after you defeat them. Let's see. Get the scout's log. Now we will be going in here in a minute, but first, run this way. Preferably not let the enemies just bash you in the face while you're trying to get through here. So let's up this ladder. Okay, so yeah, in here, just pull out your javelin, take out all these guys, so you're not getting shot while trying to cross this. Go ahead, drop down here, grab this item. Kill that guy. And we want up here. There's stairs right here. Watch out there for the exploding poison spiders. Oh my god. Can you believe that? Here. Okay, so around the other side, I think there is a hidden wall. Yep. And here's a hidden wall. It just brings you out right here. So grab that item. Alright, so in this room, there is this treasure chest. if you go for that treasure chest, both of these spiders are going to break out at the same time, and that is no fun. So let's see. Now you want to try to keep him over here. Can get behind him and take him out. So now you just have one spider to deal with, and it's the elite version. So if you would have ran over here, you would have had to fight the regular one plus the elite version. Now I'm going to try to do the extra training for this one. So by only doing brink guards and brutal attacks. Now obviously you can make this faster by going behind for the brutal attack. And that will give you 3 pieces of the Deep Shadow set. Now while we're on the topic of extra training, bonus training rewards, for defeating the failed creation before it enters frenzy, so there must be a different one that's without healing, you get the lightning summon scroll. For the pincer spider, defeat the pincer spider using only brutal attacks and brink guards, you get the cleric scroll, so now you get the cleric set. And that's all we've unlocked, but let me see where it's at. So the devotee, this is the one that I said is a pain in the ass. If you defeat it without taking damage, you get 2 fossilized Wuyos. Go ahead and open this. And hit this. So now, after we shut down the Chaos Core, we're warped to this new area. So go ahead and get your Blade Nexus. Of course, you got your new Phantom. So this is your new Phantom. It increases your Phantom form. Or it increases your Phantom form gauge. Not that great. So run back here for a chest. And we will move on to the boss. So this boss, she's kind of a pain in the ass. She has a shield, and if you hit her shield, it will become empowered, and she will do a massive amount of lightning damage, along with gaining a whole extra moveset. So if you just focus on brink guarding and attacking her after you stagger her, and if you can get behind her, those are the only times I would suggest attacking. So without further ado, let's get in here and I'll show you who the boss is. So yes, Elamein has been captured and pumped full of corruption. And see there, you gotta try to kind of control your I don't know if this will work. Yeah. So that's what happens whenever you empower her shield. So as it's glowing, you'll see that it's empowered. So after that, is a good time to get in damage. Try to brink dodge through that. When she does that, she'll be staggered if you hit her. With Spear, this boss is pretty daggum easy because you can constantly get behind her with your spear moves. You can also reflect that, which will put her open for a big opening. And then just get behind her, do a backstab. So on the shield charge is what I find the easiest to reflect. Get behind her, pump some damage. So if you can stay behind her, you can see she gets staggered pretty easy. Alright, so real quick, before we end this, let's see, did we get it? Yes. This set here, the Crush Stream set, if you were using a spear, this is a pretty decent set. If you're tired of using Falling Lords, personally I really like Falling Lords, so I used it all the way up to Golden. But this one, if you're wanting something different, this is a really good set mixed around brink dodges rather than reflex. So, but you'll see that you will need a spear, a helm, a chest, gloves, pants, legs, and a ring to pull off all 7 pieces. So if you want that, I would suggest farming this boss until you get it.
More word.
I'm sorry I couldn't do the same for you.
I pray Elamein soul finds peace. But I'm afraid we don't have time to mourn. I've received the most dire news. It's Julian. He's been taken to the Linon mine.
Julian? Why?
The Linon mine is basically a death sentence, sir. Prisoners sent to work there don't last long. We need to get there and save Julian.
Alright. So, head on back. So when we come back, guys, we will take on Pavel's last words. And then we will go ahead and finish what I do believe is the final mission for this area with Inconceivable Truth. It's not really a very lengthy mission in my opinion, but for my dual wield users, this will probably be the next set we go with. I would say it's probably the 3rd best set for dual wield. But with that, guys, as always, appreciate you watching. If you don't mind, like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.